What's up, guys? So today we got a Ioniq 5. Customer states that the battery went dead. I went ahead and performed the battery test, and the battery tested good recharge. So before I let the vehicle go without going a step further, I'm gonna go ahead and perform a parasitic draw test. Pretty much this test checks if there's anything drawing power when the vehicle should be asleep or nothing should be drawing power, which causes the battery to go dead. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. The most important step, in my opinion, is depending on what meter you're using, you have to move your red lead. You can't leave it where you would check the voltage. You have to put it in the amp terminal, or else you'll pop the fuse inside the multimeter. So you always want to start at the big A amps, because the milliamps, say you connect it and it has a draw that's higher than whatever this fuse is rated at, which is 500 milliamps, it'll pop that fuse. So always start high. On the amp side of things, it can handle up to 10 amps. So that's where you need to start, and then you set your meter to the amp mode. So for this test, we remove the negative terminal and we put the voltmeter in line with the battery. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the negative post. Alright, so this is the way that I wired it. It doesn't matter if it's red or black, which way they go. The only thing that will change is it'll add a negative sign here in the meter. You're still measuring the amperage going through. So it doesn't matter if it's red on the battery and black on the cable, or vice versa. So right here we have 4.2 amps of a draw. So what we need to do next is lock the vehicle and allow a few minutes for it to go to sleep. Alright, so when performing a parasitic draw test, the alarm needs to be armed. So all the doors need to be closed, including the hood and the trunk. If you want to leave the doors open, or the trunk open, or the hood open, all you have to do is latch the hood latch or door latch closed and lock the vehicle, and then give it some time for the vehicle to go to sleep. So here you can see we started at 4 amps of a draw, and little by little the vehicle is falling asleep. Right now we're at about 310 milliamps. We could have a max of about 43, and if there's anything above 43, the next step would be to identify which circuit is the one that's drawing. So you could use a meter to see measure amperage across each individual fuse until you find the fuse that has a draw, and then you start diagnosing that circuit individually. Or you could pull one fuse at a time while watching your meter until it drops to spec.